This is going to sound incredibly childish because it really is, but one aspect that I miss about being a kid is the many opportunities that you had for do-overs, for fresh starts, for restarts. Adults could definitely benefit from a lot of that. I'm not sure if I got around to expressing this in more detail in the recent past that I've been having these thoughts, because you guys know that unfortunately I'd be disappearing for almost a week at a time in between uploads. But it did occur to me that most of my days, all I'm looking for is for an opportunity to perhaps something that's broken be given a chance to repair it. And to me, the way that the chance looks like is give me that time to assess the situation. Give me that time and patience and support to try to figure this out. But for some reason, I feel like when we were children, we were forgiven more than when we are adults, because I guess we hold each other up to the standard of we're all adults, we're all grown now. I used to be that person, but in recent times, my mentality about that has shifted, because at some point we all need help, we all need mercy. And I just wonder how the world would look like if we didn't categorize ourselves so much. Oh, because you're grown now, you should be able to make decisions and differentiate easily between right and wrong. But we never discuss about what makes those decisions, those choices seem so daunting and difficult. Anyways, that's just me. I thought that I would share that just in case some of you guys have experienced that, and just know that I am no different. And it is something that is happening in my life so much right now. I just wish that I could somehow connect people directly to my brain to be able to observe the things that I either have not had the time to show you, have not had the time to tell you, or I simply do not possess the skill to put those thoughts into consumable information. Some people are just not patient with that and are very reactionary. I understand it. I myself don't want to be patient with myself. And if I'm not patient with myself, how can I show patience toward others? But just note that, at least in the emotional department, it's been pretty draining. And that's why I keep putting up content that seems to be more reflective than ever. And I hope that you guys enjoy that type of thing, because this channel is pretty much the replacement of the journal that I used to write out by hand. I never thought that I would ever stand myself, watching myself, listening to myself. I always cringed at that, but I find it so magical now. And I'm just grateful for the person who gave me that push to start doing this. And it also gave me the opportunity of meeting some of you guys who have certainly aided me in my growth. And if it weren't for some of the things that you guys have told me, I would have never heard it from anyone else. And some of the things that you guys have told me that I have shared with other people, they wouldn't have heard about it otherwise. So anyways, you guys, those are my immediate thoughts. And it's gotten to the point where I've been so drained, I've been so tired, I have so much to say, so much I want to do, but I just cannot bring myself to it, because I have like this emotional handicap going on where everything seems stressful and daunting and unmanageable. But slowly but surely, I'm trying to just do what I'm supposed to do, which is own one thing at a time. But I was feeling anxious about the fact that I told myself, how has it been a week since I uploaded anything? To me, this channel is such an important part of my routine. And when I neglect it, it feels like I'm neglecting part of myself, like neglecting my diet, neglecting exercise, something like that. So yeah, thank you guys for your patience and kindness, and for being here. All of you guys who have been watching me for years, no matter what it is that I put out, somehow you find it engaging. And that means the world to me. It's not necessarily like that I get a high of the attention what satisfies me is the genuine effort that you guys put into having a conversation. And I feel like I get that from you guys more often than I do from the people who surround me in person. Maybe if I knew you guys in person, you may not have the same level of patience and dedication, I guess, to whatever it is that I have to say. But just know that it means a lot. I would encourage you, if you're timid about reaching out to someone or texting someone or call someone, but you genuinely are thinking about them and want to know what they're up to, please reach out to them. Because me personally, I never experienced that. Like, I never see my phone lighting up and it's someone saying, "Hey, Zam, it's been weeks, it's been months. What are you up to?" And mind you, I'm not even active on Facebook. And there are some people whose numbers I have on my phone and we chat there. And I know they have Facebooks, but we're not even adding each other on social media. If you're thinking about someone, just go ahead and reach out to them, because life changes so quickly and you don't want to look back and be like, shoot, I was thinking about that person, but I didn't say anything to them and now they're not here. That hasn't quite happened to me yet. And the last time that I can say it did happen sort of like that was in 2015 when I lost my French teacher. And I was thinking, I would have liked to have called her because I had her number the entire time, but I never called her. And she was definitely a great teacher and pretty influential. So I'm trying to slow down a little bit and try to get over some of my social challenges, like making the first move, not being so shy, not being so insecure, not being so anxious around just crowds. And it's just incredibly tough for me because I've always had social anxiety. It's no secret. But now that I'm actually beginning to tackle it head on, it's pretty daunting, especially when you don't really have a leader at this. The way that I'm managing this is something happens to me and I think of someone who might have said something that is relevant to what I'm going through. And then I said, I need to stop what I'm doing and go chat with this person and see what they have to say. So I'm going to start sharing some of those anecdotes here on the channel soon. But yeah, you guys, just make some social moves. It's so important and you never know who's in need of it. All right, guys, that's it from me. I don't want to get too, dramatic here. Thanks so much for tuning in and I'll see you soon.